What is going on? Welcome to Endless Co-op. So, I've basically done nothing. I'm starting you mid-game because I just decided to do this. I just got the patch. I actually got a person who said stop at the beginning of this match, which basically means he knows how to use the word things. Anytime you say stop, they obviously want you to not shaman them because it'll screw up their board. I've been meaning to remake this video for a while, and so far I've only played this twice, and I've gotten like reasonably good opponents or co-op partners just in random. So I think this is pretty good. I think we've capped off the people that are bad. This is my setup. This is Harlequin, Shaman, Witch, Mime, Vampire. And I was actively going to make a case for Clock instead of Witch, but I think that because the idea that you could get Bedlammed in this, I think that pretty much negates using... I love that you can choose a modifier. 50% chance at merging. All accumulated mana is doubled is obviously the better one for me. I like that they're specifically tailored to either a support deck or a DPS deck, and that you get to pick them. I think that's a really cool thing. There's also a main modifier boost every single round, but then you also get to pick your own modifier boost. I think that's really cool. But I was gonna make a case for Clock, but I think that because you can get Bedlammed, I think that it's really bad. If you build up an entire field of clocks and then you just get Bedlammed and you have to rebuild that field into more clocks, I don't think that that's that great. He's trying overly hard right now, and he's not allowing me to do anything, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to showcase this deck. I trust that at some point he'll say go, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. He's giving me time to talk about like my setup. That's what's happening. I'm using a Mari because it not only gives him mana, not that he'll need it. Look at the amount of mana that we have. But it gives him mana, but it also always kills stuff. And so I think that being able to instantly kill everything at any point is good. It'll help him just that little bit more. If you were using Snowflake, that would just slow the field, and you don't want to slow the field more than it already is slowed by him having to kill all of your things up until they get to the halfway point. So you don't want to use Captain, you don't want to use like Snowflake or whatnot. You don't need Trickster because you will be getting enough mana from Vampire. And then the talents on Vampire are kind of specific. It's Blood Rage, Hungry Swarm, Blood Bond, and Becoming a Lord. 1.5 mana times from any source. Okay. I don't need mana. This deck utilizes mana so well that I really don't need mana. I don't know if he's just telling me to just never do anything, but that would suck. I think he's using Cleansing Sacrifice as opposed to Great Ritual, and that becomes a... Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay. So here's the thing with this deck. All you need to do, you merge witches with witches and never anything else. And then you want to upgrade your vampires by combining other things. Also, probably combining out vampires as well, eventually. You only really need like 2 vampires of the highest rarity, however high you are at the time. That sentence out of context can be misconstrued. I am going to merge these 2 witches. Your magic number is 3. You want to get to like level 3 witches, because then they can all sacrifice, or they all polymorph out, which is cool. You're going to use your mimes on your vampire, or your on your shamans all the time, obviously. And now I'm getting a little bit too many vampires here. Like I said, you only really need 2. I think 3 could be fine, but as soon as I get a second one, I'm going to merge them out, and that's how you're going to be upgrading your ranks. If not, you're basically going to try to stay in the the two area, so that you can always do things. So I'm gonna merge those out. There we go. So I'm gonna merge these two out now. Yeah, I guess I'll take the meteor. I don't want something to randomly upgrade that I don't want to randomly upgrade. I have a 3 right here, and so I'll keep these two 2s. I can merge out one of them. Now I'm gonna merge out all the 2s and all the 1s. I'm gonna merge out the 2s. See, I don't want to upgrade this, so I want to merge everything back down into 2s. You don't want to go higher until you get like a, yeah, I guess that happened. But you don't want to go higher until you get that rank vampire, and then you can start merging back down. He told me to stop, so I have time now to start merging things down, which is helpful. You can always send witches. Make sure that you upgrade. The first thing that you should do when you get into the game is max out your witch and then max out your vampire. The vampire is obviously going to give you more mana the entire time. And then the witch, whenever you send a witch, if you don't already know this, whenever you send a witch and that sticks, that if they don't change the unit, whatever bonus or whatever decrease in PvP or bonus that you're giving in co-op, that bonus sticks. It doesn't get replaced with the new one, so you want to upgrade your witch first. So I can like start biting everything down. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the entire deck. Every time, when there are more than 8 monsters, I think the bonus damage, the damage is doubled when there's monsters on your path, is much better. I don't necessarily care about endless co-op, because as a person who doesn't need gold at all, this isn't going to affect me, but I do like the fact that I could actively play this deck and not have it be completely ridiculous in, you know, like in floor 13 where you should be able to beat everything, you know, with anything. So I do like the fact that I can play this deck again, because I always like this. I've really tried to curate this specific build. Oh, he did say help. So I'm gonna bite down these mimes. Always copy shamans, and then always use your mimes on shamans. Obviously, because you're combining you're using your witches to combine out on witches. Because at a certain point in the game, you don't need witches anymore. They're just actively not doing anything. You can copy like that, because this will just turn into anything else anyway. And then I'm going to start biting this down. Merge out the vampires, merge out those vampires. I have a 4 and 3 3s. I think I can deal with not have a 4 and just having a 4 and 3. Health of all monsters is reduced. Why isn't he killing this? Oh, he's not doing well at all. 52 stacks. But yeah, that's pretty much my quick thoughts on co-op. I'm gonna start doing live streams again. So if you 3913, yeah. I'm gonna start doing live streams again. So if you do want to join my live streams, and if you do want to try out co-op, this is how I would recommend you do co-op support. This is obviously like me supporting the other person. on a 39-13 deck is going to be the reason why I lose every single game. So there's a part of me that wonders if I should just do like regular DPS and see how far I can go. So then I'm going to start just treating this like PvP at that point. But yeah, I think it's a good mode in the sense that it's interesting. It's something interesting that's not PvP, but it is kind of PvP if your opponent isn't supporting you. It's just like how far can you go, and then you'll probably always get to that point every single game, unless your opponent has a PvP deck that is, or a support deck, a co-op partner deck that is better than your deck, right? But yeah, I think it's interesting, and it's something to do that's not PvP. I just wished the rewards were better, but I understand that it's just gold because, of course, it is. It's a reasonable amount of gold, like 7,000 gold on a random is good. I'll catch you guys next video.